guys, we're gonna go out Loose Lucy today. The Bob Weir kind of bluesy feel one. You'll see a video of him doing it in the Relics chambers, I guess, whatever you want to call it, in their studio, playing in front of people. He has a nice rendition of him doing all the little ins and outs of this song, so that's kind of where I'm going off of if you want to do the same thing, but I'm going to kind of break it down more because it's a lot to take in. So we're going to go through part by part and see how it goes. So it starts out in E, this kind of bop of like, you don't really do the full chord. It's kind of just, this is what you're doing with your right hand. This is the bop. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's kind of like the E, the B note in E, C sharp D, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 6. So that's kind of like get that bop down to start the song. And then when you go 5, 6, and then this little. Is the minor to the major, the minor third to the major in E. You can do it down here too, but a lot of the time he goes up. And then okay, you want to go through that one. F sharp, A, E, D, C sharp. So F sharp on the first string, A on the first string, E on the D string, second fret, E on the D string, and then, or third fret, E on the D string. I'm sorry, second fret, third string. Gets confusing. Third string, second fret, E note, second fret, or second string, 5th fret, D, F sharp, A, E, D. Kind of just mixing minor and major together. It's minor and E, major and E. So F sharp, A, E, D, C sharp, B, G, G sharp, E. Hammer on into that. You can just hit it, but it's nice when you do kind of the hammer on effect. You see that in the video that he does. So that's that main riff that Jerry does. He's kind of doing like a hybrid of what him and Jerry do, but that's the main melody, so he's got to put that in there. So the next part is this variation of E. It's like a D variation with these two fingers. If you just, instead of doing it with these two, you know, do it with these two, your ring and your pinky, D shape, and then it's kind of like a D sus2, bottom open. Slide that up 2, so these are on the 4th and the 5th now, and then you're in E, so you got to close it off with the E. So on the 2nd fret, E, B note on the A string, and then also bar this D, E note on the D string with your index. So you should be getting those notes. That's an E variation. It's kind of a stretch, might take a little bit, but this finger's just free until you drop it down to the 7. Pinky note drops down from the 7, or the 8, major 7, 7. You'll see Bob do this chord a lot, starting in Bird Song when it's like at the other one, or Truckin', kind of just use this chord a lot. It's a nice kind of like B minor feel, but it's not, it's E7. It's like an in-between. But he does that chord for Loose Lucy when after you do the riff, slide into it from the first fret to the second. And when you slide into that, you put your pinky on the 4th fret of the A string, because you're still kind of doing that bop, but you have the chord under it now, so you got this finger's free, so you do. So what you're gonna do after you put this on, kind of just sit there and get this bop. Slide this note down and hammer off from the 4th to the 2nd, and then off. So, and then you're hammering on the 3rd from the minor to the major. So 4th, 2nd, and then 3rd fret on this, or 3rd string on the 2nd fret, which is the E note. This little riff you're doing with so you're doing this with the chord. It's kind of hard to explain because it sounds like a full chord, even though you're kind of just sliding it down, but you're emphasizing this note in this chord, you know. And then when you, and then once you do, then you hit this top. So it's kind of like a lot of E's in there, and it's just kind of keeping the flow of it as a rhythm guy, you know. He's always having something going on. It's not just straight chords. So that's an important part to hear him do that over and over again in the middle of the verse when it's me, my baby, how can this be? I bet no, you know, just that little break in between instead of going right into the verse. That's what he does right there. I love it. So we're in the verses right now. He also just starts out the song like that bop that I was telling you. But so when you start it, you could start this in the verse. So who's Lucy? She's my delight. Come running in the ball all night. So when you go, this part is when you go into the round and round, and you go into A, and instead of going, you just kind of sit there. He does it twice, major third to minor, or minor third to major third, minor third to major third on the E, sitting there before he goes up to the A, because he's not going back down to E, you know. So. I know you better not have cheated on me. Doing the A right here, you can also do the same thing you're doing for the E. Kind of just keep that pop for all the chords. Chuck Berry 7 and 6. So let's do it from the start of the verse so you're not all confused. So you start out. You start out doing the riff if you want. Lucy, she's my delight. She come running, and so right after that, you're right into the 6 and 7. You know, so round, it's kind of just the 6. Round and round, round and round. When you're done saying it, 7 right there. When everybody's going round and round, round and round, round and round. Okay, so you can do that, and I've seen him add in this little part. He kind of does this little, kind of like he's doing the 7. If you watch my previous video in Music Never Stopped, I taught you this chord. You walk down. There's a band out on my way. I was living in a town. It's that chord without the index finger on. You kind of just slide up into this to emphasize the 7 and the A, because this is the 7 note in A from this. So here you go. Round and round, round and round. And then go back to like a sus4 note on it. Or you into the E. So it's kind of like a holdout in between when you're not singing. Round and round, round and round. And then right before you go back into the E, he does this little to emphasize, you know. But just slide it up and then hit the top. All these little things are really tricky, so I don't expect you to get it right away. It took me a while to get this. He's very subtle in these. And that's why he plays it so slow, I feel like, because he's trying to really emphasize all these things that are in here that you didn't really hear. Well, you do hear them when Jerry plays them. It's just they played it a lot faster, so it's kind of all the subtleties are very over the head. But when he slows it down, it's nice. He really lets you know what they're doing. Round and round, round and round. Don't think much, get the word around. Okay, so yeah, you do the minor to major third instead of going like you do into the A or going to the E. You do. Keep walking up to the B, because that's the next chord. Just my yo-yo, I'm a string. Listen to the birds, hot wire sings. This is this A to 6, 5, 6. And I've heard when he says hot wire sings sometimes back in the dead days, I like to add in this sometimes. Because you do A up here when you go. She's my yo-yo, I'm a string. Listen to the birds on the hot wire sing. Kind of just like bend this up and then hit the bottom, but hit it with the chord, so it kind of makes it more like. Listen to the birds on the hot wire sing. Or you can just do the A. Both of them work. In the Relics one, he's just doing the A. This is when he's playing with Jerry. He does that background because he's not singing. He has more time to throw in riffs. But I just like throwing that one in there. I thought I'd share that with you. But so yeah, when you go into the B, she's my yo-yo, I'm a string. A, birds on my hot wire singing E. Okay, right there. And the concept of this is that you could do this, walk down, where you walk down the 5 to flat 5, to 4, to 3. You know, that walk down. It does it in Tennessee Jed with the C, and they do this walk down a lot. But yeah, so it's basically just this inversion of E at the 7th and 9th. I taught you this in my previous videos in Music Never Stopped, so you can look back at that to learn these variations. But I figured you're there now if you're looking at this video, you know. So just do it with these top 3. Don't do it with that. Just that's kind of open, but don't really play that part. Kind of just hit the top, and then just drop your ring down to your middle on the same string, just down 1 fret from the 9th to the 8th, and then you bar after that with your index on the 7th, and then you go down to this inversion of E. This is on the 6th, 7th, and 9th. Ring finger is open. The middle finger is on the 7th on the A string. The index finger is on the 6th on the D string, and the pinky finger is on the 9th on the G string. Okay, so yeah, that's that walk down. Singing, yeah, 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 yeah. And then the Relix version, Relix, however you say it. He goes E, and then he goes up to this one. So it's these two. Kind of just this bottom 3, on the very bottom, on the 7th fret. So E, and then instead of doing E, you kind of just hit this single note of E flat right here with the top to signify the flat 5. Okay, so yeah, yeah, yeah. And then just drop this down 1. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. A. So from this A, and then the bottom of A. So switching from this, and then you're just dropping this down to this, and going to the bottom of A, because this is A right here. You just take this off. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, right back into that 5, 6, 7 to end it. Yeah, 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 yeah. F sharp major, and you're leaving this pinky open so you can. It's a stretch, I know, but from the 4th to the 6th. Okay, and then you put the 7 on, not by doing that stretch from the. That's too much, you know. You got to move up these hands and you stray away from the chord. So this little. You can do this little trick that he does. This. On the 2nd fret, F sharp, 1st fret, what is that? B flat, and then you do the 6th note in F sharp, which is the 1st fret on the D, which is E flat, and then you hammer on the 7, because this 7 variation on top, you know, where you do the triangle kind of thing, and then you drop this, you're in F sharp right here. Drop your ring finger down. That's a 6. So you know, instead of doing same notes, it's just you get the more chord feeling out of that one, and it's not so hard on your hands. So thank you is F sharp, and then that 6 to 7. So yeah. Same A to B flat to B, walk up for a real good time, E, and then that minor to major, and then right back into that walk down. So that's basically the concept of the song part. That E7. That was wrong. is this one where it's like, yeah, it's like, I'm learning it myself, so if you want to practice it with me, these are the notes when he goes into the for a real good time. I'm working on it myself, but you'll see it in the Relix version. It's really nice. It does this little I don't have it quite yet, but we're gonna get it together. And yeah, that's mainly the gist of the song. Me, my baby, how can this be? I know you've been not cheated on me. But yeah, if you guys have any more questions on that, any more parts that you want me to break down a little bit more or slow down, if I flew through it too fast, let me know. Let me know how my lessons are going so I can make it better for you guys, you know? And this is for you. So let me know. Hope you enjoy it. See you soon.